All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of the Fans Dugout. We are going to preview the fourth Test match between India and Australia, which is going to happen at the Gabba, Brisbane. And this tour has finally seen some, mind games being played. It was a friendly tour so far, just a chit chat happening, and right now we have finally got some mind games. And with the SCG Test, it's very normal to see stuff like this happening. The mind games being played, sledging happening, and a lot of controversial incidents as well. So, to start off with the first controversial incident that we saw, Steve Smith marking his guard, was that to distract Rishabh Pant, or is that something, is it normally does? Starting off with our passionate Royals fan, Mr. Surendra.
Very interesting concept because, like, what's coming out in the media. Firstly, when I saw it on the social media, I thought, "Wow, what the hell is he doing?"
Yeah.
Does not look good. And then suddenly you see the other part of the media, and he's saying, "Okay, okay, this is normal behavior." Personally, I've never seen Steve Smith do this. And if he was batting in the second innings, I would think that, okay, he's trying to get he's batting left-handed and he's trying to and he scuffs the crease up. So there's two thoughts. We can't know what he was thinking because only he will know that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look good, and why he did it, I do not know. But again, it was a mental thing, breakdown, lapse, brain fade, whatever you call it. So not a great look for Steve Smith either way.
Right. Yeah, the Australian team also look a bit worried about some of the incidents happening. Over to you, Samay. Just describe how you felt about Tim Paine's role in the Sydney Test. He was a bit different. He was a bit distracted because of which he dropped a few catches. So what would you say about how would you rate his captaincy, in his keeping skills and his approach, his mindset in terms of sledging the players?
Like, as far as I feel, and I am knowing the Australian team from past like 10-15 years, I have never seen like captain like Tim Paine in Australia. And I believe that what Little Master of India, Sunil Gavaskar ji, has said that he should be dropped from the captaincy, I would really agree to that. Because in the whole test match, in the whole series of India tour of Australia, I have never seen captaincy of Tim Paine, like just like what every captain or was just normal each of the players and all the team management does. It was just like that only. There was not such a strange thing or such a good captaincy done by Tim Paine, which would reflect that they are dominating India or they are taking control from Indian team. And also what he's representing the country and he's saying after the incidents has happened and coming to the media, because we all know that already Cricket Australia has been like having a bad impact in cricket. And so I think that was a plan from Justin Langer and all the cricket of Australia officials that go in media and speak about that, get apologize and things like that, so that the matter gets as soon as possible, the matters gets resolved from the media and all over the world.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel that what he said, like I was successful and we were trying to get wickets, but we couldn't. So I was a bit of frustrated. We couldn't do anything else. So even if you're not able to do any of the things for any country, I think this is not in the spirit of cricket. I have been a fan of MS Dhoni from last all the 16-17 years, and I believe that no matter what you're winning or losing, there should be always be spirit of cricket withhold in any sport, rather it be agar match with Pakistan or with Australia or whatever. I feel that you should not win the game with cheating.
Yeah. Okay. It would have been nice to have an Australian fan to understand their point of view, their perspective as well. But overall, that seems to be the standard approach, of all the fans sticking with the same thing, whether is this the right thing to do or not. But just out of curiosity, would you have, in case Tim Paine is not the captain, who would you have the captain for Australia?
Like it really depends on what the team management wants to do. But I think being a senior and being the number one test bowler in the world, I think Pat Cummins is the one who can lead Australian team, especially Australian test team. But I would not give the captaincy to David Warner nor Steve Smith. And Marnus Labuschagne is very new in the test cricket for Australia. So and Nathan Lyon is like about to complete his 100th Test match in Brisbane, but I think he's not the one who can lead the team very well. So maybe Pat Cummins is the one who can lead Australian team very well.
Interesting. Okay.
I said that too.
Yeah.
I said that too.
Right.
I said that too. Pat Cummins would be the ideal.
We do need
ideal captain.
fast bowlers as captains as well, because we don't see that happening a lot in international cricket. We only see the leading run scorers or the batsmen taking in charge. But it would be interesting for a change to have a fast bowler as a captain of an international team. All right. So moving on to the Brisbane Test, we have a list of injuries right now for the Indian team. How do you replace players? When injuries come in it's collectively happening. So many injuries at the same time. So where do you see the Indian team making changes, starting with Mr. Surinder?
Yeah, you wake up and somebody put it on social media yesterday. Are India playing Test cricket or are they in WWE with all the injuries? And I was thinking, yeah, is it wrestling? Yeah. And they put a picture of the human body and they put all the players' names that have been injured and where they've been injured. And obviously they put one with a bottle and that was Ravi Shastri. So I found that so funny. And yeah. Getting seriously, it's going to be a big problem for India. If you said to any Indian fan before the Test match, Shardul Thakur, Siraj, and obviously not even Bumrah now would not be bowling for India, you'd be shocked. And Saini, so Saini, your three bowlers would be them. You'd think, oh, you've gone crazy, but it looks like that might be the place. And I think probably Shardul will come in because he offers us the extra batting. But obviously, I would like to see Kuldeep play as well because I'm a fan of having two spinners within Test match cricket because that rotates the bowlers quickly. So if one of your quicker bowlers is a bit more expensive, put the spinner on and get to that new ball really quickly. But for India, the batting is also the problem. And again, this is from the start. We should have picked Surya Kumar Yadav to be playing in the team or in the squad. Everybody knew Prithvi Shaw was not in good form, so you're already a man down from your full squad list. And Mayank, I don't think Mayank should open. I think he should come at 5 because he's struggling very much against the new ball and when the bowlers are fresh. So if he comes in at 5, plays with some of the old ball whilst the bowlers are getting more tired, I think Mayank will come good. But I hope Pant plays because Pant is so important to this Indian team because he offers that left-hand batsman and he has the acceleration which the other batsmen don't go. If you have a team which has Rahane, Pujara and Vihari, you lock the game. You lock the game and the game is not moving anywhere. And that's what even the mistake India made in the first Test match was when the overs were 40, 50 years old and they put Vihari in, they should have put Pant in. Pant for 20 overs with the older ball would guarantee you 60, 70 runs. And then Australia would only be leading by 40. I think that was the big problem and big mistake India made in the first innings. However, they corrected in the second innings. So it's going to be very difficult for India. But on the positive point for India, Australia had to bowl 5 days and they've never had to do 5 days for a long time. So their bowlers will be tired.
Correct. Yeah, makes sense. Samay, just overall, if you see the injury list has been a big problem for the entire tour for India. And in just the spinners and lower order batting, who do you see making their way into the playing 11? Is it going to be Kuldeep Yadav, Washington Sundar? What's your take?
I feel that I would agree with Paji that Kuldeep Yadav should be made into playing 11. I don't know why he has been sidelined from past like a year or so. Like he has not been given that many chances in IPL as well, nor in other series, nor in any of the format as well, T20, ODI or Test cricket. He has been completely sidelined. But when he came and when Chahal and Kuldeep were bowling, we used to call Kulcha and we used to think that we got a good spin duo. But then soon, other than the skipper of Indian cricket team break the duo and things like that. But I don't think Kuldeep will be making into the playing 11. This is what we expect, but it's not gonna happen. This is what I think. Maybe Washington Sundar and Natarajan and Shardul Thakur will be made will be into playing 11. As Paji said, that Shardul Thakur can give that betting option,
Yeah.
but I don't think he has that test abilities as a batsman. I think he should focus more on bowling option, because if this is true that Bumrah is completely missed out, because there was news coming out that he might play, but I'm not just sure that he will be playing or not. I think keeping into the England series coming in future, I think Bumrah will be given, if not, even if not he is fit, he would be given a rest. And the record, we know that from 1980, no host team has win ever at Gava.
Yeah.
Keeping all those things in mind, and the racism and things going on, the word exchange between Ashwin and Team Payne, all these things affect in some matter at some point.
Yeah.
And the injuries on top of that. So I feel that Jadeja being injured after Jadeja was a major drawback, because Jadeja is like a complete package for Indian cricket team. Good batsman, good bowler, good fielder. He can do whatever you want from him. Like, he can play fast innings, he can play slow innings, he can make the test draw, test win. So I think that after Jadeja got injured, I think the team India would have also thought what to do now. So I think this is a good chance for T. Natarajan to show that he can be good in test cricket as well, because I am not completely impressed with Navdeep Saini.
Yeah.
He might be a good ODI and T20 bowler, but not as a test cricket bowler.
Right.
Like, people say that he has good pace and whatsoever, but he was leaking runs as of like ODI cricket, and he was not having that line and length what Pat Cummins showed. Like, I was surprised to see there was one graphy in which Pat Cummins had bowled like 6 balls on a particular spot in an over.
Correct.
Like 6 deliveries on a particular point. I think it is like such a, what do you call it, such a hard work he has done in for bowling in test cricket to any of the batsmen. It is so incredible. I think that needs to be stood up by Natarajan or any other bowler. But seeing at the injuries, I think that Team India should focus more of like having such draw match, and not like going to win the match. Because if they're gonna win, they have to play their best strength, which they are not having. They are not having batsmen, they are not having bowlers, they are not having fielders. You cannot win the game from such an Australian side.
Yeah, that's a huge challenge, right? Because you have someone like Washington Sundar as well, who has opened in domestic cricket, but you're not quite sure about him if he can perform at an international level with the decider at the Gaba. So it's a huge challenge. And
with such a pace bowling attack, I
Yeah.
mean, like the Australia Stark, Pat Cummins, and on top of that Nathan Lyon and all others.
So it's difficult to judge his abilities if he can perform with the bat, especially. With the bowl, it's still fine. You have some supporting bowlers as well, but this is about the question of batting, whether you can survive the way Bihari and Ashwin did. In case we are being in a situation where we are trying to manage a draw out of it, but let's see how that goes. And Ali, can you hear us?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, right. So Ali, this is also a major debate whether Rishabh Pant should play as a proper batsman and Ridhiman Saha as a specialist keeper. So do you agree with that?
I think as long as he's not injured and he's capable of playing, I think Rishabh Pant should be in the squad rather than Ridhiman Saha, because he's already in the form. He has shown us some good batting in the last test, and he was the one that Indian could have hope at that match, that Indian can win the match rather than losing it. But since he got out, we all lose the hope of winning it. So we all wishing where can the Indian draw the match. So he's already in the form now. He knows the tactics. He knows the Australian bowlers. He know how to uh, hit on their ball. So he should, if as long as he's able to play, I think he should be playing rather than Vidhiman Saha, because he's also one of those who don't just listen to Ozzy, because even you can see he was also replying to Ozzy's Tim Pan behind the stumps.
Yeah.
He was trying to distract them from their focus. So I think he's perfect. If as long as he can play, he's not injured and he's able to bat, he should go into the squad.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, because Rishabh Pant, the way he played in the Sydney Test match, everyone wants him in the squad, and everyone wants him to be safe for as long as he can. Because even for the England tour, we do need him really badly. But coming to the captain's corner, which is our next segment of this episode, how do you react as an Indian captain when you have 5 to 6 primary players of your squad being injured, when you are facing the Australians at the winning fortress at the Gabba Brisbane? What's your message to the team in a situation like this?
Well, if I were as a captain, I would try to encourage my team as long as they can play, even with the injections or
Yeah.
even with the injured, as long as they should play, because Australia is one of those teams you can't take them lightly because they're one of the strongest in regard. We should keep that in mind. They have the highest winning rate if we compare the throughout the cricket. So we should not take them lightly, and we need the experience play in the team rather than having a debut in front of Australia. We can use the debut tactics in front of, these or other teams like Sri Lanka or South Africa. But when it comes to Australia, we should not let. We should use our experienced bowlers and players, and we should encourage them. If they like Jadeja, I was surprised. I was like, hats off to Jadeja. Even he was injured, but he still uh, used the band-aid injection and was ready with the pad to bat, and that's the dedication. Like every player should be having it. But considering their side, like since the player has been playing since September, they haven't got a proper rest. So that could be one of the reason why they're getting injured, because they keep on playing since September. They didn't have a break, and those break they didn't utilize it for a recreation. It's just only in the hotels as a quarantine. So yeah, as a captain, I would encourage my team, as long as they can play, as long as they're able to play, they should go into the field.
Right. Okay. And Samay, if you were Ajinkya Rahane, what would be your approach towards the fourth test?
Yeah, as I mentioned in before, like when you know the condition, you should be living in practical life. So I think rather than going on winning to Australian side on such a ground, what Ali and you mentioned, I think that the strategy should be like the players who can just I think the just bat for a day or whatever the Ashwin and Vihari did. Just get such batsmen and such bowlers, no matter they are debutant or they are experienced, because like playing a new player is more dangerous than playing a new player. Because if you know that if a domestic player a player has played very good in domestic cricket, or he has performed in any other format, just make such a team that they can just make the test draw and not lose the match. Because I still believe that if Team India goes with like winning mindset in the Gabba, they're going to lose the match. Because Australia knows that where they are standing, and they also know that where India is standing after all the setbacks happened after Sydney cricket match. Still, the things are not going well for Indian cricket team, and as I mentioned, that Navdeep Saini has been not effective. All other players have been not that effective. What I thought the Indian team would be effective, even if there was no injuries, I don't think so that Indian team has been effective so far in the series, apart from Ajinkya Rahane 112 runs and the Pant 97 runs.
Yeah.
Also, the Pant, the Pant, what he scored, I think he was sent a message that just go out and play and score runs. He was not playing the Test cricket. He was just playing to score runs and make India some sort of like give hope to that they can win the Test match. And Pujara was holding one hand. So I don't think that if India was having the full strength, they were like 100% to win the Test match. So I think that they should rather go for draw rather than winning the Test match with this strength.
Interesting. Okay. And Mr. Surinder,
I slightly disagree with Samay there, Mir. I slightly disagree with Samay because for me, and I'm watching it from afar, so you guys are in that Australian bubble. I think over the 4 test matches or the 3 test matches happened, India have won at least 6 of the sessions. Yeah, the 2 sessions that they've lost very badly. Yeah, so if you look at all the matches, India has been very competitive, even with a second string team. And you look at everyone, you look Siraj, everybody thought Siraj was going to flop. Yeah, I 100% say that. I've seen him bowl with a new ball, and I think he's a very good bowler, but I thought, no, he's not going to, against the Australian batting, he might struggle. Even Saini, I think Saini took 4 wickets, and that was very, very good for a debut. So you're looking at these players, every player that comes in, Shubman Gill comes in, everybody knew he's a class batsman, he performs. So as a captain, what I would say is, guys, look what's happening. Everybody's coming into the team, they're stepping up. Ajinkya Rahane, stepped up as captain. Yeah. So India mentally are in a very good position.
So
Australia
frame this
are in a
question.
very bad position.
Let me frame the question in this way. Is the pressure on Australia right now to perform at the Gabba because they have this history of winning the test matches?
100%. 100%. The pressure is on Australia to win this series.
Okay.
If you look at the media, you look at the social media, Australia, when India won last year, no Warner, no Smith. No Warner, no Smith. They only won because of, but the bowling attack was exactly the same.
Yes.
Yeah, the bowling attack was exactly the same. India, even if they draw this test match, this is like a double victory. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Nobody will then say, okay, we didn't have Virat Kohli, our best batsman. We did have Mohammad Shami, our best bowler. I say better than Bumrah, more important than Bumrah.
Yeah.
And we didn't have Ishant Sharma, who is brilliant in Australia.
Right.
Then you add Bhuvneshwar Kumar into the mix. 5 of your bowlers aren't even playing. Just imagine Australia, Pat Cummins or Josh Hazelwood wasn't playing in that team. That would be a very, very average team. That would be they've had to now resort to cheating. Yeah.
Right. So Tim Paine didn't do any favor with his behavior as well, because that will be added pressure with the tactics they used in the SCG test match, and he apologized for it, but that will add more pressure to the Australian team just because they were in that position of winning the test match, but because of the behavior, because of the drop of crucial drop catches, I think that will be a huge problem for Australia right now. Perform at the Gabba.
Massive problem for Australia, and the fact that they're so desperate to win. That's the problem. If your team is desperate to win, they will then be very problematic. India are coming from a high. Yeah. Firstly, I'll do Barish Puja. 2 days. Barish, I'm happy. Yeah, it always rains in England. Let it rain for 2 days in Brisbane, and then India come back on a nice draw. I'd take the draw. So for me, the pressure is in Australia. If I was Ajinkya Rahane, I would say, look at their team sheet. Yeah, we need 2 wickets, Labuschagne and Smith. Yeah,
right.
We get those 2 wickets. The rest of the batting is average. Yeah, even you look at now who could come possibly into the Indian team: Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan, Sanju Samson. We got all these batsmen waiting in the shed that can't get into our team. They would be first choices in Australia's team. So I'm saying, as a passionate Indian fan, India should go passionately, mentally focused on this. Bat first, make Australia bowl for 2 more days. That'd be 6 days. 4 days on the trot, they will be in bowling.
Yeah.
They will be tired, and they won't last 5 days.
Okay.
I would add one more name to Paji's list, Karun Nair. I am surprised to see that he has scored 300 runs and he's just out of the cricketing world.
Yeah,
no one knows where.
I think, when it comes to fan predictions, like, just if you have to quickly predict who's going to win the 4th test, or is it going to be a draw? What do you think, Samay?
I would rather go with draw.
Okay. Staying safe.
Sorry?
So you're staying safe then? Not.
Yeah, because as Paji mentioned, the Puja god, rain god, just to let him know as well that the weather prediction is saying that from day 2 to day 5 there is thunderstorm and rain will be there. Yeah. Only day 1 is safe. So I'm not sure that the test match is going to happen at full strength. There will be something happen in between for sure.
All right. Okay. And Ali, what about you? Do you have something else, or are you too optimistic a fan, or do you think you agree with?
No, I still hope India gonna create a big history since they never won. So I'm still optimistic, and I can't see India losing a single match.
Right.
And
we
you never know. It's a game
from you. The way you're so passionate in the stands, I think we don't expect anything else. You're too optimistic, and that's great signs for Team India as well, because you're a lucky charm for the Indian cricket team.
Yeah, I think even Australian team, they are already demotivated. They are in Melbourne, they lost it, and this game was nearly in their hand, and then India took it and then make it a draw. So they already demotivated. The reason being their morale is high because they're just looking at the history, what happened in Gabba in last 200 matches that they never lost it. That's the only help, but they don't look at the team is not the same as they used to play before. A lot of new players are gonna play in Gabba. And looking at Indian team, look, our batting line still good. Is the bowling is bit complicated, I believe so, because Natarajan debut, Saini debut, and Siraj debut. It's all gonna be debut in there. We're missing the experienced bowler, but as long as I think coming to back to the and India might have a good chance to win it, and they will make a big history.
Okay, so it's 2-1 for Ali, 2-1 in favor of India. Interesting. Some great discussion here. Really passionate discussion in terms of the third Test match ending at Sydney, and even the fourth Test match going on. So let's see how this goes. Let's see if India makes history. It will be really, really interesting, and will be remembered for years to come. So hopefully we'll get a great result. Even a draw will do. So thanks for joining, guys, and we can now move on to a very interesting quiz we have designed for you. I think you'll definitely like it. So you can turn on your Kahoot app on the side as well. Australia India fourth Test match. Here we go. Which batsman has the most Test runs in Gabba, Brisbane? Steve Waugh, Greg Chappell, Ricky Ponting, Michael Clark. What do you guys think? You have two answers. All right, one answer. Let's see who that is.
It's not me.
Awesome. Ali at the top. Australia haven't lost a single Test match at the Gabba since 1988. True or false? Very easy. That's right. That's what I expected. Ali still at the top. Question number 3. Which bowler has the highest number of Test wickets at the Gabba? Anil Kumble, Shane Warne, Glenn McGrath, Mitchell Johnson. It is Shane Warne, and no one has got that answer correct. So the leaderboard stays the same. Question number 4. Which batsman is the leading run scorer in the series so far? Cheteshwar Pujara, Steve Smith, Manas Labuschagne, Ajinkya Rahane. Manas Labuschagne it is. One right answer only. Okay, Sandy sir at the top.
Oh my God!
Number 5. Which player among the below is not injured so far in the series? Jasprit Bumrah, Ravindra Jadeja, Mohammad Siraj, Umesh Yadav. Mohammad Siraj is the right answer. Someone opted Jasprit Bumrah. Unfortunately, is injured. Ali back at the top. Number 6. Guess the player. Who is this player? Pat Cummins, Tim Payne, Manas Labuschagne, Cameron Green. Take some time. It is Cameron Green. Just one right answer.
Oh, it's me.
Okay. Brilliant. Question number 7. Which pair has the highest partnership in the series so far? Pujara, Pant, Smith, Labuschagne, Rohit, Shubman, Rahane, Jadeja. It is Pujara, Pant, and no one has got the answer right. Everyone has opted
Smith
for
and
Smith,
Labuschagne.
Labuschagne. The
The
leaderboard.
last question. It's
Question
tight.
8 in front of the screen. Last question. Guess the player. Steve Smith, Manas Labuschagne, Will Pucovski, Tim Payne. Who is this?
Yes.
It is Will Pucovski. Well done, guys. That's the right answer. Everyone's got that answer right. Time to
I
announce.
might win. I might win.
It's Samay at number 3.
Hooray!
It's
Awesome.
Ali at number 2. Finally, we have Mr. Surinder at the top.
The champ! The
Congratulations.
champ! The champ!
Well done. Well done.
Hello, ball! That's the best
Amazing,
I've
amazing.
ever won.
Brilliant, brilliant. Congratulations, sir.
I'm happy.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you,
a lot,
guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining. And let's see how the test match goes. Let's hope it goes in India's favor, a win or a draw. Let's see.